10.1 graph y equals ax squared plus c.
What was my first?
You asked if it was different, and the answer was it is different.
I drew a graph on it. I don't know how many.
We still like doing like full-on graphs now.
Oh yeah. All right, quadratic function.
I hit that move
The nonlinear function. Okay, meaning it is not a line that can be written in the form y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, where a not equal to 0. The graph of this is called a parabola.
What?
Oh, I know.
A parabola?
I've seen that before. I didn't know what it was for.
Parent
Oh, she stabbed me.
quadratic
Red card.
function.
We were in the gym on fault.
The most basic quadratic function is y is equal to x squared, which is the parent function.
I wish my graph could just like automatically go straight.
You can't do that.
It's a U.
This line that passes through
Function.
the vertex and divides the parabola into two symmetric parts called the axis of symmetry, which we will label as AOS. For this graph, it is at x is equal to 0.
That's moved. Yes, it is. It's moving. What? The red thing.
It looks the same to me.
Optical illusion.
I know. What?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry.
Oh.
I haven't undo that.
The lowest or highest, okay, because these also could be graphed upside down, point on a parabola
You're gonna fail if you don't start writing stuff down.
I literally wrote.
is the vertex.
You draw this graph.
For this graph, the vertex is at 0, 0.
Okay, I'm gonna move up.
Is it it have 0, 0 because like it splits directly at 0.
Joe, he just insulted me.
What do you say?
He said finally that was good.
Suck it was crazy.
Why is he just sitting?
Because he needs to do his work. And Cal's gonna supervise.
The cow supervising. The cow has eyes. It's no longer the hill.
They're not real eyes, so.
The hills
they
don't
work.
have eyes. The cows have eyes.
But the hills are alive with the sound of music.
What is that? Like symbol after vertex?
It's and.
Wow.
That's and?
Yeah.
Joe, if you were listening to her saying it, you would have known that was and.
Anyway,
I
I
forgot
forgot you could
it
write
says
and like that.
You can also do it like
I do like-
this. Or you can do the,
I do like.
it's like a,
Can you stop?
something like that. It's like a
Yeah,
backwards.
Yeah, I did that.
Knock yourself out.
I'm not gonna do it. 'Cause I don't want to.
Chris, have you written anything?
Yes, I have, actually. I have. Indeed, I do.
No, I have not.
I like those 3 words on your
There's
paper.
not 3, there's like.
He's counting.
Actually, I'm not gonna count.
That's
I'm gonna
actually
count.
12 to the team.
Why is it all solved except for like 1 on each thing?
I bet you listen and figure it out.
I'm not really sure, to be honest with you.
What does it say? The parabola?
Parabola.
Parabola. Okay.
Ew, why'd you say that?
Because
Should I say this? Do you want to
yes, he did. You didn't listen to understand the word parabola, so I thought he didn't know how to say it.
Shucks.
Oh.
Joe, would you like this? Say banana.
Say what? Francisco?
Just corner my Hostians cupcake box empty.
No, it's not.
There's a lot. I already ate one.
What? Okay.
For Ritz crackers.
But they're y'all, so I just left them in here for y'all. Somebody earlier was like, "Are those free?" And I was like, "Not for you."
Yeah, I would have
God,
had
you
that.
Can you get me one?
Can I have?
Hey, give me that. Your mom is definitely not that for me.
My mom did this.
Oh, wait, the Ritz crackers are.
Yeah,
The Ritz crackers are technically in other classes, but I don't think they care.
Oh, okay. I'll.
Do you remember that now?
Hey, Ava, can I have one?
No.
Are they out?
Are you gonna do your work?
Yes,
Are you gonna listen to
I
my
am
angry
working.
one?
I'm gonna do my work.
You already had one, Joey. So
No, I didn't.
Oh. You'd have a better aim, Ava.
Not my fault. The jam just had to snatch things.
If I don't get you, I'll
No.
get back.
No.
Ava, Ava.
No.
Hey, wait, give just give me
No.
another
Ready,
No.
ready.
You can get going. You can get
No,
going.
I can't.
Wow.
You won't let me.
Because I'm giving Maggie this box.
Ava, did you buy those?
Huh?
Hey,
Did you buy those?
Well, my mother told me to get
Your
some to listen.
mom did.
no, she said give them to the
You
class.
see? There's only 2 left. I told
I'm
Maggie
sorry.
let's take them home. Joey. Oops, you need ketchup.
Great.
I haven't had one and James stole mine. It was really
You
upset.
can have these 2.
You have 2 kids?
No.
You should have 5. Well. No, you can get the one.
Symmetry.
Just cross it. Did you just say you put it between his crotch?
Did you not give me the first one?
No.
That's what I said.
Alright, I'll put it in my
Wait.
Ava.
So the lower blue line is the green?
Maggie, can Chris have one of your 2? No. Okay.
This is this point right here.
Oh, so like the middle
Oh,
one.
I've been salty that Joey is 2 and James is 2. I
Actually,
did a single
you
one.
can have this one.
Kids have Kenny?
Okay.
Who has to?
I don't have to.
that stuff. No, I'm gonna eat it. I just don't like. I'm not a huge fan of these.
Then why just fussy?
Because I forgot that I didn't like them.
Look, another one I have. Oh.
Let me know when y'all have this stuff written
Oh,
down.
I'm on
ready.
I'm just occupying my time. Good?
Yep.
Fantastic. All right, examples. So there are ways to solve these other than the way I'm going to show you, but I think the way that I show you is going to be the easiest one, so we're going to proceed that way. The instructions say to graph and then compare to the graph of y equals x squared. All you are going to do is graph.
Whoa!
That's all you have to do.
Will that line fix itself?
There's something funny about this game. Alright.
No, it will not. All right, number 6. Y equals ax squared. We're going to use the method of plotting points. So, you're going to make a table, x, y.
Oh, this. Okay.
-2, -1, 0, 1, 2.
You said this is the easiest method?
Well, in her opinion.
Well,
If you go on to take Algebra 2 with me, you'll have to use a different method.
Will I?
But,
Wait, what is Algebra 2 next year?
No, 11.
no.
Wait, then. So you have the choice to take calc and physics instead of pre-calc?
You have to take pre-cal before you can take calc.
Oh, so are they like the same year?
Calc and physics is typically taken senior year. It's just the same people in both classes, so I just lumped them together on the board. All right, so if I take and I plug -2 in for x squared, what do I get?
4.
Okay, 4 times 8 is
Oh, 32.
32. -1 squared
1.
times 8. 8. 0 squared
0.
times 8.
0.
I shot it.
1 squared
1.
times 8.
8.
2 squared times 8.
32.
And now, these numbers that are really, really big, you don't have to plot, okay?
Oh, we did this, right?
No, we have not. So,
Literally, you've done something like
we did something similar. We graphed exponential functions. All right, so we plot these points.
oh, why is that so? The top.
Well, because I had, like, there.
Fun.
All right, so this point and this point are too big. So -1, we go up to 8. Plot a point. At 0, it's at 0. Then at 1, it's at 8. And then we play connect the dots. And I want to make a note of something. This is not pointed. It's not a V. It's rounded. Okay?
What about Sharpie?
I don't have
Give me a
it.
Sharpie.
I don't have it. I gave everything to Chris.
You did. I didn't take these on.
you put everything on the ground.
Got my bits back up, see?
I'll say your road pad is on the ground.
I think you're trying to create your own
What? We're gonna, like, what?
Stop.
Yeah, we do something like this, like that. Yeah.
Are we gonna, like, fractions?
You could. All right, number 8. Y equals negative 3x squared. Now, something to note. If there's a negative out here, this means that it's going to be flipped upside down. Okay? In math, we officially call it reflected.
So, like, instead of, like, if you live right here.
Mhm.
Bro, where'd you get Ritz crackers from?
They were out there.
Just because they're gonna always kind of end up being big, you can actually get rid of the negative 2 and 2. We're just gonna do negative 1. Oops. 0 and 1. Okay, when we get to other sections or later in this section, we will have to adjust a little bit, but for right now, with these problems that you're doing so far, you can just do negative 1, 0, and 1.
Wait, why? Because it's not big.
Because you're not adding anything to them, which will cause us to need other numbers sometimes.
Oh.
Like, it'll change where this vertex is,
Mhm.
which is why sometimes we have to adjust the numbers that we're using. But, all right, if I plug in negative 1 squared is 1 times negative 3,
3. -3.
negative 3. 0 squared
0.
times negative 3.
0.
1 squared
Well, I'm sorry.
for the juniors times negative 3. Negative 3.
Bless you.
Me. Without.
All right, so
Oh, there you go.
at negative 1, it's at negative 3.
There you go.
At 0, it's at 0. At 1, it's at negative 3.
And the lines don't have to be perfect either.
No.
It's monitoring Joey easy.
What?
But he's very focused today, so that's good.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's because the cow is watching you.
Or is this seat?
That also could be it, because you don't have any distractions sitting beside you.
It was your fault for getting distracted.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Chris.
So what?
Nothing.
I didn't hear you.
No.
All right,
Chris, go there.
No.
number 10. Y is equal to 11 over 2 times x squared.
Fraction. I hate multiplying fractions by like numbers.
Hey! Did you ask?
No.
Lazy crackers leads the right.
I'm gonna crack it.
All right, negative 1, 0, and 1. Negative 1 squared.
One. No. Negative
Yep,
one.
it's 1. Negative 1 squared is 1 times 11 over 2.
2. No. 11 over 2.
11 over 2, which if you prefer to think of it, that would be 5.5 as a decimal. 0 squared times 11 over 2.
0.
Wait, cause wait.
No.
10 divided by 2 is 5.
Oh.
One more than that.
Oh, you told me?
Yes.
Oh.
I was showing you how you get the 5.5.
Oh, yeah.
All right, 1 squared
1.
times 11 over 2.
5.5.
5.5.
So do you want us to like cover it with decimal or do you want to leave it?
I don't care. It's however it's easier for you to graph it. So,
Either way sucks.
negative 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There's some more there.
All right, so at negative 1, it's at 5.5.
Yeah.
0, it's at 0. 1, it's at 5.5.
Mind if I eat these crackers?
I don't care.
Can I have more crackers?
No.
I gave you a cupcake. Actually 2.
I think I deserve something.
I gave you 2 cupcakes. I deserve a cracker.
If you read a Chris
Wait.
Give me-
you deserve it.
Give me the freaking crackers.
I'll give you a crackers.
James.
Oh, I'm going for a rough one.
Oh, it's slightly above because 0.5.
Yeah, it's a little above the 5 because it's 5.5. And honestly, this kind of slid. I don't really know why.
Chris.
There. When it fixes it, sometimes it slides it. So. All right, 1 more of this type.
This type. Oh, meaning this one?
Yeah. Y is equal to negative 3/4 x squared. All right. X, Y, negative 1, 0, 1.
1.
So when x is negative 1, what do we get?
Neg- 3 over 4.
Negative 3/4.
But I don't know what the decimal form is.
0.75, but as long as you know it's less than 1, it doesn't matter. When I plug in 0, 0. When I plug in 1,
The next one is 3/4.
negative 3/4.
Give me a cracker.
So this one, notice again the negatives out front, so it's going to be upside down. All right, so negative 1, it's at negative 3/4. Okay, that's almost a 1. At 0, it's at 0. At 1, it's at negative 3/4.
I gave you all of my food during lunch. When did I give my food during lunch? I didn't order.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
James is not allowed. James should not be allowed to have food. He is being
Yeah,
a hoarder and a snake.
He's a grown boy.
He is a growing boy.
Yeah, he's growing a little bit too much. All the crackers I'm giving one. I don't want the whole thing. I want one. 1/2 of a cracker, James.
Maybe you should have gotten a cracker while you
Joey threw a cracker at me.
Bro, why is he? When it comes to food, James's grip is just so firm. Like
I had this much.
No, I ripped so much food out of his hands.
I got a cracker.
When?
I broke it.
Duh. When else would I do that?
All right,
I'll trade you.
I want y'all to practice
Only 4.
7, 9, 11, and 13 on your own. Okay?
You go, James.
And then tomorrow
Chris.
we will
Thanks.
continue this section.